Namaste, how are you? We have mostly heard about the story of Bhagwan Ganesh, story of Parvati creating a small boy and how he got the head of elephant placed by Bhagwan Shiv. Let's listen to a different story. Why different? It is lesser known story of Bhagwan Ganesh's elephant head. This story is from the Brahma Vaivarta Purana. I had mentioned earlier in my Ekadanta story on Sugandha storytelling that in our history or scriptures we have many variations for the same story and we equally regard and respect each view and narrative. So let's start. Once Sage Durvasa was travelling from Vaikuntha to Kailash. He came upon Lord Indra who was spending time with the Apsara Rambha. Lord Indra bowed before Sage Durvasa in reverence and Sage Durvasa, getting pleased, handed him a Parijat flower and said, "O Indra, this is a flower given by the Lord which removes all the obstructions and the person whose head it will be placed will be victorious all around. He will be adored by the people first of all and will be the foremost of all gods. Mahalakshmi will never leave his company. He will equate himself with Vishnu in knowledge, luster, wisdom, prowess. He will be more powerful than all gods and will be valorous than Vishnu." Sage Durvasa left after this and Lord Indra, being a little proud, placed the flower on the head of his elephant. The elephant thus got all the qualities that were ordained by the flower. The elephant that fought and defeated all other elephants and left Lord Indra. Thus, destiny resulted in the elephant getting all the advantages associated with the blessings of the Parijat flower. If Indra had accepted the flower, he would have got all the qualities. But destiny, which is also a play of Vishnu, had other plans and it waited for the birth of Ganesh. Now, let's go to Mount Kailash. On the birth of Lord Ganesh, all the other gods visited Kailash to see him and bless him. Shanidev also came to Kailash and requested Goddess Parvati to let him see Lord Ganesh. She granted him permission and Shanidev stood there casting his gaze downwards. He did not look at the child and was satisfied with just standing near little Ganesh. Goddess Parvati inquired about the reason why he wasn't looking at the child. And Shanidev, he replied, "Devi, all the people, they have to face the result of their karma or their deeds. Whatever good or bad deeds are done, they cannot be washed away even after completion of crores of kalpas, many lives. The Jeev is born as Brahma, Indra and Surya because of his karma and he is reborn same way. He comes a great king because of his own deeds and even an ordinary servant same way. He is born beautiful or he becomes sick the same way. O mother, because of his own karma, he indulges into vices and by his own karma he becomes detached from the world. The people become rich because of their karma and it is due to their own karma they become pauper. One gets a loving family because of their karma. One gets a bad family because of his own karma. Shanidev is the god of justice. He delivers results to all depending upon their thoughts, speech and karma, that is deeds. Shanidev was kind of making Devi Parvati aware about what was coming next. He continued, "O Devi, I will tell you a secret story. In my childhood, I was a great devotee of Lord Krishna and I always devoted to him. I always recited his name. My father married me to the daughter of Chairatha, but I was always devoted to tapas. Once when I was engrossed in meditation on Lord Krishna, she came to me to seek attention. I was unaware of her presence and continued my meditation. She became annoyed and pronounced a curse in anger that whenever I cast my glance on anybody, that person will be destroyed. Thereafter, getting out of meditation, I calmed her and she felt very bad and repented. Devi, because of the curse, I cannot cast my gaze at anything, and in order to save creatures from destruction, I always cast my glance downwards. On hearing the words of Lord Shani, Goddess Parvati laughed. She didn't believe this. Goddess Parvati replied, Shanidev, entire universe moves according to the wishes of Lord more than the moves of destiny. You look at me and my child, nothing will happen. Lord Shani was in a fix whether to look at the son of Parvati or not. He did not want to offend Goddess Parvati and at the same time did not want to cause any unintended harm. Finally, so as not to offend Goddess Parvati, he looked only at Lord Ganesh and not the goddess. His mind was disturbed and his throat, lips and palate were dried up. With the corner of his right eye, he glanced at the child's face. At his gaze, the head of the child disappeared. And Shanidev closed his eyes at once, looking downwards and stood there. Everyone panicked. Shanidev prayed to Bhagwan Vishnu. When Lord Vishnu heard the prayers, he mounted on Garud, went on the northern direction and reached the bank of Pushpabhadra river. There he found the elephant of Indra, Airavat, who was all powerful with the virtue of the flower given by sage Durvasa. Lord Vishnu took the head of the elephant by using his Sudarshan Chakra and gave the elephant new head and brought him to life and restored him back to Indra. Lord Vishnu then lifted the elephant head, which had special powers. He came back and joined the trunk of the elephant to the body of Lord Ganesh using his divine knowledge and brought the child back to life. Understanding the story is very important. The Brahma Vaivarta Puran states that Lord Ganesh is an Ansh or manifestation of the Supreme Consciousness. It was destined for an Ansh to manifest as remover of obstacles for men and gods and become the god of intellect and wisdom. When we read the Puran, we are amazed at how all incidents in the past come together and lead towards a chosen destiny. The flower was presented to Indra by sage Durvasa but not utilized by the king of gods. The elephant temporarily benefited by the powers of the Parijat flower, but it was Lord Ganesh who was destined to be the foremost among gods and men and known as the remover of obstacles. Thus, destiny worked in a way that the attributes of the flower accumulated by the austerities of sage Durvasa came to Lord Ganesh, and that is the reason he has an elephant head. Did you like this happening story with so many twists and turns? Yeah? If yes, please like and subscribe my channel and share with your friends and family. Don't forget that. Namaste.